All right. So, welcome. And we're working. Okay. There we go. How is everyone? I hope you're doing well. Did you survive the flashes of confidence that came in last week? Those were fun and amazing. Those were fun. Let's see. I'm just going to put a little message on here. Good morning, Debbie. So those flashes of confidence that you hopefully opened up to last week, tell me how it was. Like, how did it work? Did you feel amazing? Did you use the energy of it? Did you deny the energy? Like, that's kind of what a lot of us do, right? When there's something a little bit different, a little bit foreign, we don't really know how to use the energy, so we sort of like, oh, no, thanks. So tell me how you did. Did you use it? Did you access it? Did you bring it in and find it a home within your energy form? Or, like, how was it? Okay, let me know. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's get started on today's energy forecast. Welcome. I am Angela Blaha, and this is your forecast for the week of March 3rd through the 9th. Today, Tuesday, March 3rd. It's a defensive kind of day. There is a ton of fear in the cosmic and human consciousness, and where there is fear, there is defensiveness. So pay attention to how you unconsciously defend yourself. If someone gives you a compliment like, man, you're brilliant today, do you say, oh, no, I'm not really brilliant? Or do you say, thank you, heck yes, I'm brilliant? That's a form of defensiveness. Yes, but statements are forms of defensiveness. Outright having an argument is a form of defensiveness. So pay attention to your little cues about how you defend yourself. You might just be a little bit surprised. Also, try not to fall into the I need kind of trap today, because that further stirs the pot of needing to defend yourself. When you fall into the energy of I need, it's like a deer in headlights, like you just go for it, right? And anything along your path sort of gets pushed out of the way, and that's a form of defensiveness. So along with being defensive is the feeling of rejection. Anytime that we defend something, we also reject something in our own energy. I'm not talking about rejecting other people, I'm talking about rejecting yourself. So the only person that can reject you is you. When you sense that from someone else, like if you sense like they're rejecting your idea, or they're rejecting the words that you're saying or the actions that you're doing, we have a tendency to take that personally. And when we take that personally, we reject ourselves. This is an imprint that gets made into the cells, which allows the ego to become more powerful. So simply push that energy back or away, or transform it if you're really good at transforming energy. Transform that energy, make the modifications that you need to be made so that you don't reject yourself and you don't become defensive, and then move on. Like, don't spend a lot of time with that. Be very aware of what you're doing though. Because when we bring in awareness, we change our action. The action is the component that needs to change a pattern. That's how we bring the unconsciousness of who we are into the conscious. You have to change the action. So try not to allow the fear to grab onto you today and create something that you'll need healing later on, right? Like, don't fall into that sort of trap. So be in total awareness of defensiveness today. Acknowledge when you are being or feeling the fear, right? Like if someone says something to you, you hear something on the news, you, I don't know, think something up in your mind, you read something, acknowledge when you're feeling that fear and stop it before it turns into having to defend yourself. Really allow yourself time to look at who you are and the things that you defend. When we defend something, there's a belief system that hides there. It's a real simple way to understand your beliefs. Things to do when you notice fear is take a bathroom break. Like excuse yourself from the whole energy field. Ask the fear what it needs. Is the fear rational? If yes, then maybe you need to take a look at what you believe in. If the fear is irrational, just transform it. Change it into something that's not irrational. Don't make this hard, right? Don't make anything that we do hard. All right, Wednesday, March 4th. Original ideas are in the field of potential. Actually, they're in the field of the potential for all the way through Sunday. So, are you catching on to those potential ideas, those original ideas? Like these are ideas that we probably haven't experienced before as a human race. And so sometimes it's hard for the mind to sort of grasp onto those kinds of ideas. But the more you become comfortable in originality or what's a possibility, the more you'll catch on to the idea, the concepts. I mean, this is how, people have changed the world in the past. Is they catch on to these beautiful, amazing, original ideas that come through these stargates, and we changed the world. It's how electricity was formed. So don't be afraid of it. This is where visiting your aspects in the multiverse pays off. So if you have some fear about an original idea that's sort of like you can sense it, you can feel it, maybe you can like sort of experience it within yourself, but you can't put it into words or you can't put it into a concept, then ask for your multiverse aspect of you, the one that can understand what's happening. Ask that aspect of you to come in, to embody that, and then you can put it into a reality. If you're wanting a brilliant, original idea, intend that there is an aspect of you in the multiverse that holds that information. Ask for that aspect to bring you the information, bring you the language, bring you the ideas, the concepts, how to put it together. The how-tos, that's what those aspects are for. All the details, ask for all the details and then take action, right? Like take big, gigantic actions. It's okay to take big, gigantic actions. Your ability to be super intuitive is at its peak for a couple weeks, starting tomorrow and for a couple weeks. What will you do with it? Super intuition, what will you do with it? Because there are original ideas and concepts in the cosmos. The mind may have a hard time communicating it. We've already discussed that, right? But because we know it is the mind that takes the concept or idea and turns it into a reality, and if the mind can't conceptualize it with language or the how-tos, things get a bit fragmented. So don't get impatient. Just keep asking and it will completely appear. That aspect of you knows how to bring that information in. That's super intuition. When you know that there's an aspect of you that can understand any kind of language, any kind of idea, any kind of concept, and turn it into a reality, that's you using your super intuition. So if you're staying on the path of potentials, you will fulfill your deep desires of pleasure, which is really important for tomorrow. Fulfilling that deep desire of pleasure. Now, you can see pleasure in any way that you want, but being in the now and using your senses is what is needed to fulfill pleasure. Otherwise, your energy becomes possessive. I'm going to repeat that one. You can see pleasure any way that you want. And primarily, we are cultured to believe that pleasure comes through sexuality. I'm going to say that's bullcrap, and you can use pleasure any way that you want. Now, your senses are the ones that understand pleasure. So, it's your senses that need to fulfill the energy of pleasure. If you don't use your senses to fulfill the energy of pleasure, then you become possessive, very possessive, because the ego takes it and turns it into something that it's really not. So there is also a wave of energy that comes to Earth about mid-morning on Wednesday. This wave carries a lot of gold dust in it, and it's a wave of healing energy. So if you have a tendency to be possessive and you want to heal that energy up, it's a prime time for that to actually happen. All right, so mid-morning, doesn't matter time zones, that's a false information. You're just looking at mid-morning and you're intending that this gold dust wave of energy knows exactly what to heal. So just be open to receiving that healing energy and it will automatically happen. You don't have to put any energy to it. You don't have to do any of that kind of stuff. These are waves of cosmic energies here for you to use how you need it to be used, right? Like we're going to see a lot of this throughout the year. So just intend it and it happens. All right, moving on to Thursday, March 5th. So do everything that allows you to feel safe and secure in your life on Thursday. Super important. After you've experienced the healing from Wednesday, it's super important to feel safe in the healing. Your energy needs to be at home within you. That's where we feel safe and secure, is home. Within the body, within the mind, within the emotions, right? Not expanded out into the consciousness. Not expanded out into unity consciousness. Not expanded out into the cosmic consciousness. Not expanded out into humanity's field. Overthinking anything or trying to outperform yourself or someone else on Thursday is very harmful for you. There's a deep need to feel comfortable on Thursday in who you are. So spend the day concentrating on what, who, and how you feel safe and secure. Do people around you help you feel safe, or do they help you feel unsafe? Does your home help you feel safe? Do the crystals that you have in your house help you feel safe? Are there some that don't? Get rid of them. Does your job help you feel safe? Like, start looking at those things. What makes you feel safe and secure? And what needs to be transformed? Because there will be distractions. Lots and lots of distractions on Thursday. And those distractions will try to pull you out of your comfort zone. This is where your power, your will, comes in handy, is on Thursday. This is what you need to be fully aware of at the same time you are fully aware of comfort. So those things that try to pull you out of your comfort zone, you need to be fully aware of those things. What is it that tries to pull you out? Is it the political world? Is it the natural world? What is it that pulls you out of you being safe? Become aware of those things and transform them. All right, Friday, March 6th. So, energy wise, we have a couple days here, actually through Sunday, where it's just sort of a neutral kind of energy. Like there's not really anything flying through the cosmic energies. It's just kind of a holding space kind of energies, which means that there is both creation and destruction all at the same time. And they are equal. So, there's equal playing fields here from Friday through Sunday. You can choose either road. You're the creator, right? You're the one that gets to be in charge. So be very aware of how you use your words, your actions, your emotions, and your thoughts Friday through Sunday. Are you creating or are you destroying? We live in a world of duality, or that's what we perceive to be true here. So what are you creating? It's a neutral playing field. Try things out. I don't know. Experiment, maybe. I don't know. All right, Saturday, March 7th, there is another wave of energy that makes itself known today. So just like on Wednesday when that wave of energy, that beautiful, amazing healing energy comes through, this is another wave of that same kind of energy. So the second portion of this wave, right, like this is the second portion. So if you missed the first round of healing energy, you know, the cosmos is smart. It's going to provide another healing energy wave for you, just in case you missed the first one. So it's a huge opportunity to open to this energy again on Saturday. Simple, intend for it to happen. Don't pay attention to anything. But you may want to explore healing energy before Saturday or before Wednesday. Like, what is healing energy for you? Have you noticed it in the past? When there's cosmic energies, do you allow them to heal yourself, or do you sort of keep yourself closed up? Sometimes we don't even know what we need, right? Sometimes we don't even know that we need healing. But if you open yourself to the opportunity, miracles just appear. Now, if you have some sort of fear about miracles and how they work, that might be something to dig into. That might be someplace where you need healing. So healing, I want to move into healing for just a moment. Healing doesn't mean that we have some, excuse me, that we have some horrible thing about us, right? No, it could just be that, you know, I have a sore here and it needs healing. So don't get all caught up in the traditional healing thing of, geez, we did something terribly wrong and now we have to heal it. Those days are gone. That all went with the Matrix, the old Matrix 2-3 years ago. There's nothing really here to heal up. What we do need to, the part of healing that's now available is the awareness of who we are. The power of who we are, the essence of who we are. When we open up to certain things, that's healing it. We don't have to go through all these things in the past. Sometimes we just have to open up, and that creates the miracles. So miracles are best described as not knowing what you need a miracle for, and yet they are just given all the time. Like literally there are miracles happen constantly, or what we perceive to be miracles. But what are miracles? Miracles are just abundance. Are you willing to open up to your abundance? That is healing the lack of the ego. See how it works? Nothing here to heal, nothing here to work at. It's just you're opening yourself up to the abundances, your actual rights of being in a human form in this experience is abundance. And all you're doing is opening yourself up to that. That's healing the ego's lack. Okay, moving on to Sunday, March 8th. Spend time in gratitude. Remember, this is sort of a neutral kind of playing field, so if you spend time in gratitude, lots of miracles can happen. Again, this day is that neutral kind of energy. Now, keep in mind that neutral energy can be just flat, or it can be extremes, highs and lows, right? Because it's neutral. You're the creator. You can do whatever you want with it. And if you're playing around in a conscious field, well, you'll get to experience whatever's happening in there because it's neutral. So if you take the time to be in nature on Sunday and filled with gratitude, you will stay out of the grasp of the destruction portion of the neutral kind of energy. So you can spend your day in preparation for the full moon tomorrow, right? On Monday is the full moon. So focus on your potential field and what opportunities, what miracles are showing up, what's being shown to you, and what will you actually be open to? What will you allow to be fruitful? Plethora of it. Gratitude is not just about being thankful for what you have, but also for what is to come. So be open to your future. Spend some time in opening yourself up to your highest self and all of the desires that you have to be abundant, right? Because miracles are abundant. Gratitude is about abundance. Gratitude is totally about being abundant in every aspect of your life. So on Sunday, it would be a great day to review where you're holding yourself back from abundance. Ooh. Can you feel the energy of that? That's a powerful day. All right, moving on to Monday, March 9th. It's full moon day. Everything you have been working on with your potentials throughout the entire week or the last probably 3 weeks, right? Let them be your focus for your intentions on Monday. Everything that you've been striving for is plentiful. Full moons are the time to fertilize those potentials, right? Like water them, let them grow into fruition, focus on them, maybe tweak them a little bit if you need to. Whatever it is, like let them grow. Open yourself up to the abundance of them. Also on Monday, Mercury comes out of retrograde. You're free. If you believe that Mercury holds you back, then Monday is your day of freedom. There is a theme to this week. Have you noticed it? There is plenty of abundance energy, healing energy, confidence energy from last week. Like there's lots of waves that are coming, these waves of abundant kind of freeing energy. Will you open yourself up to experience the potentials of abundance this week? It is not wrong to have abundance. No. Rather, it is what you are supposed to have and how you're supposed to use it here. It is the limitations of the ego that have created beliefs, inaccurate beliefs about abundance. We live on a planet and in a universe that provides every single thing we could ever want, need, or desire. You, as a human being, need to accept the abundance. Otherwise, you are simply living according to the defenseless, the limitations. We have gotten it wrong over the eons. We have gotten it wrong. Abundance is not the evil, the devil, the horrible thing that we think it is. We've been trained to believe that it is. No. Lack is the horrible thing. Do you honestly believe that Source God Creator would leave you on a planet filled with everything you could ever want, need, or desire to thrive, only to lack in everything? No. The limitations of the belief systems have gotten you to believe that you don't deserve abundance. It's an outright lie and an atrocity to humanity. We all deserve abundance in every aspect of who we are and who we can be. So, this week's theme is all about abundance. Understanding where you're defensive. Transforming that defensiveness and opening yourself up to the abundances that you're here to accept and to use and to be. So, play in the abundance. You deserve it. It's your right. It's what you came here for. This is Angela Blaha signing off from the cosmos. I hope you have an amazing, amazing week playing around in all the abundances of life, all the pleasures. Enjoy.